My full name is Carmel Mary Zborowski. Maiden name. I was born January 14, 1948. I was born in a little mining town in Buckens, Newfoundland. We moved to Schreiber in September of 1968. Yes, we're 4 generations born in Canada. I got married December 21st, 1966. My spouse's name was Antoine Tony Zborowski. We met in Newfoundland. He was a lineman with the construction, putting up hydro poles and that, and I was working at the hospital. And we just met one night. I went with my cousin and his girlfriend for a drink, and he was there with some of the guys he worked with, and he asked me to dance, and that was it. Okay, there are 6 children. My husband was married and his wife had passed, so he had 4 children. Nicole, I think 1949, 1950. Jacqueline, 1953. Denis, 1955. Anne, 1959. Then we had 2 girls, Elizabeth, 1967, Tonya, 1969. Yes, we have 8 grandchildren and 5 great-granddaughters. I worked for a while at Schreiber Hotel, then I clerked at the Bay, Hudson Bay. Then I worked at the mill for 26 years in housekeeping and as a laborer. Volunteer, I love to volunteer. I used to work with seniors in a sense that I had friends who were seniors. I would take them out for lunch to do their shopping, etc., etc. And I still volunteer twice a month at the tuck shop in Terrace Bay at the hospital. I guess my best memories are of hospitable people, very friendly, very pleasant, kind, welcoming. I've never forgotten that, and I hope I do the same. Oh gosh, skating. We had an outdoor rink in our backyard, and I had 5 brothers, and lots of times I had to be the goalie, whether I wanted to be or not. And reading, going to the library, like I said, skating, going to see hockey games. Swimming in the summer, swimming lessons were free. We also had a boys and girls clubs. I wasn't allowed to go to the dances till I was 16, but I could spend time there in the daytime and that sort of thing. You know, for a little town, there was enough to do. You could keep busy. That sort of thing, I guess. And the company, it was American Smelting and Refining. They provided the arena, they provided swimming lessons, they provided the curling club. You know, everything was made available to the miners and their children, so we didn't really have to pay for very much. They even had a company store, and you could buy all your groceries and food there, and you could charge to a certain amount, and then it stopped, and then that came off of your dad's check. So nobody was hungry where I lived, ever. You know, if you work for the mine. Oh boy. Well, computers, iPads, cell phones. I watched on TV A Man Walk on the Moon. I guess technology, just everything. And like, even when I worked at the mill, when I would go upstairs to the offices, you know how one time everybody had the typewriter and typed everything? Well, during my last years there, I mean, there was computers. All the typewriters were either gone or stored downstairs. To me, that's a big change, you know. And everything today, like when I came back from Toronto 2 weeks ago, booking my ticket and just get a print off and then go to the airport and get your boarding pass in one of the, you know. Oh, amazing for me. I guess for everybody, you know. I love reading. I love traveling. I like skating. Just in the last few years, my feet have outgrown my skates and I didn't bother to replace them, but I used to enjoy going skating. I like to walk, but not fast or anything, just taking my time in the summer and, you know, walk downtown, walk up to the Voyageur, just looking around. I mean, I know it's the same thing, but yet every day you can see something different or meet someone different. Pretty simple things, I guess, but I really like reading. I never belonged to the Chimo Club. I used to belong to St. John Ambulance years ago, and we always got together once or twice a year and had a meal. There was about a dozen of us. We'd have a meeting every other month, and we did first aid, home nursing, first aid courses on a regular basis. I never got around to joining the Chemo Club, to tell you the truth, because by the time I was ready, it was gone, you know. And my husband didn't want to join, so I guess probably one of the reasons I didn't bother, maybe. My feelings for Schreiber are positive. Like, I like to go away in the winter for a couple of months, but I'm always glad when I fly into Thunder Bay, even though if you feel the cold air, but never mind, I'm home. I like coming home.